And we're back with some Balatro. The only reason I ended up with this game is someone recommended it. And despite what you may think, every time someone recommends a game, I generally just have a quick look at it on Steam. Though I'm not saying I'm going to keep that policy. That has resulted in some things that I wish that I could have unseen. So let's just say that policy may not always be in effect. Anyway, I was recommended this game, or someone said, would I play it? And then I checked and they had a free demo, and I thought, I'll just download a free demo. What could it hurt? And that's how they get you. And basically, this is a roguelike card builder game, but also not really, and it's also based on poker. Simplest thing to do is just show you a little bit. We're just going to start on round 1. There's 3 rounds, and then it keeps going on and on and on. And then what you have to do is play cards, a bit like poker. And it's the same rules. Say, for example, there is a pair. If we play a pair, we will get 10 multiplied by 2 points. However, you get extra points because of these cards. For example, this will give you an extra +8 chips and a +8 chips. Actually, we've got 4 of a kind here, so let's just chuck that down. Though I think this might actually just straight up win the round. Let's not do that. I want to actually demonstrate a bit more before we go on. So, for example, we can put down the pair, and then when we play the hand, 2 cards go up, and we end up with +8, +8, and then the multiplier by 2 kicks in, giving us 52 points. So, having bigger hands is better, and scoring higher, blah, blah, blah. Now, let's just throw in a flush. Same thing again. And it adds up all the cards, takes all of that, puts it onto this side, and we get a bigger multiplier because this is a flush. So you get higher multipliers for flushes, full houses, straight flushes, royal flushes, all that kind of stuff. Now, at the end of it, you get your points, but as well as that, you get money from winning the blind, which is winning the round. You get extra money for having extra hands left. So if you complete it in less hands, as in you only play, say, 1 hand in the round, all your remaining hands that are unspent get turned into extra cash. And that cash is very valuable, because at the end of this, get brought to this page. It is the store where you get to buy things that give multipliers. For example, this is a joker that will get placed up here and will stay in there for the entire rest of the game, unless we sell it off, of course. Aces give an extra +4 multiplier and 20 chips when played, meaning any hands with aces in them become far more valuable. And this is very necessary because we only had to get 300 points to win that blind. The end goal of this is to win against an opponent that's going to have 50,000 points. So you're going to be able to score 50,000 points by the time you get to the end. Things get really crazy. Now, this here is the Hermit. This doubles all your money. It is a, it's a tarot card. You can get tarot cards here. You can buy a pack there. Let's actually buy and use this one. Normally when you buy a tarot card, it goes up here. We're just going to use that now and it will double our money. Not exactly amazing. I think we had 8 to begin with, but it's not the worst. Down here you have vouchers. You only gain access to about 4 of these per round. You have to do 3 rounds and then the voucher will change. But this increases things. This one increases our consumable slots, meaning we could store more cards over here. Let's just crack this open and show you what's in here. This is an arcane pack. This gives us tarots. So basically give us 3 tarots to choose from, including, let's say, the Fool. That one's actually a pretty handy one. That would give us access to the last tarot card we used, which is the Money Doubler, which allows us to double our money back up to 12. This one enhances one selected card, turns into a wild card, and this one increases the rank of 2 selected cards by 1. This allows you to do weird stuff with your deck. For example, you can get ones that change the suits of cards, and you can end up having, here's your deck here, you can end up changing a bunch of, say, your hearts into clubs, or your diamonds, or something like that, and you can end up with half of your deck being clubs by the end, so if you're going for flushes. Or you could say, increase the values of cards by 1, so we can increase the rank of this king, and say we had 2 kings here, we can increase their ranks to make them aces, and suddenly we've got 6 aces in the deck, meaning you can actually get 5 aces at once. There's all sorts of weird stuff you can do. Right, let's go back to the start and I'm going to show you how I like to play. Bearing in mind, this is still only a demo and there's limited stuff that you can do. You can choose what deck you start with. This one comes with an extra discard, this one comes with an extra $10, and this one starts with no face cards. Which is interesting. No face cards is sort of a positive and a negative in that it's a positive in that you've got less cards, so more chances at getting pairs and things like that, but you've no face cards, which means those are nice high cards that give you lots of numbers, lots of chips when they're played. So it's a bit of a mix and match. Oh. Down here, there's skip the blind. Start the round with an extra 3 discards. If we skip this blind, we can get to go to the next round. We don't get to do this round or stop at the shop or do anything like that, but we get 3 extra discards in the next round, which is nice, but we would much prefer to actually play it out. First round, what we're going to want to try and do is get our hands on a few things. Oh, actually one thing first. We want to check up the game speed to 4. Otherwise, it takes too long to do anything. First things first, all of you can go. Discard. We're looking to get a full house. And actually, that is a full house. Full house means we can knock this out in 1 hand. As in, we should get 300 points. That means we only used 1 hand to get it out, and all those remaining hands get turned into cold, hard cash. We should come out with about $10 total if, yep. $10 means you can buy this voucher straight up if you really need to. All cards and packs are 25% off. That is nice, but I think we would prefer a little something something. This is why, oh yeah, and here's our deck over here. This changes the game so dramatically because, see this card here? It's business card. Face cards have a 1 in 2 chance to give $2 when played. This is useless to us. Does absolutely nothing because there's no face cards in the deck, meaning we can't use that one at all. This one actually will give us more money long term. I would like that one, and this one, I'm going to go with tarot cards. I pretty much always open the tarot cards because there's a money doubler in here you can get, and there's also, oh yep, doubles your money, converts 3 selected cards to clubs, converts 3 selected cards to spades. I think I want more money now. More money is better, and you can get interest on top of that money as well. I think we'll buy just this. All it does is it gains $3 in value at the end of every round. This means at the end of this round, we'll be able to sell this for 5. It's basically just sort of a banked up piece of change. And that's all that's really available there to us. So next round, select. Now, nothing has changed. Basically, we have no bonuses here. We just have to try and finish this as quickly as possible. It's probably going to take 2 hands. We already started with a full house. That was really lucky. Boom, that'll get us 304. We just need to get another 150 points. I think that's a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's straight up straight. Done. We have actually been really lucky here with the hands. So we'll get an extra $2 from the 2 hands we have left over. We'll cash out for 7. Oh, we also got interest for the money we had. For every $5 you have in your bank account at the end of the round, you get $1 in interest. Oh, and these are level up cards. Ooh, and the tower. Damn it. Yep, this is all bad. This would level up the pair. These inside here is called the Celestial Pack. It has 3 planet cards, traditionally. Sometimes it'll have 5, 4. There's different boosters. This allows you to level up particular hands. This would make playing a pair more powerful by adding an extra multiplier and chips to it. This is usually only useful when you've figured out what jokers you've got. Your jokers are usually determine what playstyle you get, and right now there's no jokers up here that we can use. Oh, this is a stone card that is no use to us. Instead, we will just go with the Jumbo Arcana pack then. What do you got for us? This one here turns a card to glass. Basically gives it a by 2 multiplier, meaning when you play that card, it'll multiply the hand by 2. However, it's a 1 in 4 chance of getting destroyed every time you play that card, so the card will probably die. I tend not to go for that. Over here, you've got the Hierophant. Enhances 2 selected cards to bonus cards. In other words, they have an extra plus 20 scoring. So, for example, if you applied it to that 7, it would get a plus 20, meaning it'd be worth 27 chips when it's played. The chips go over here, remember, on the left-hand side. Yeah, I'm not really feeling any of these. Converting stuff to spades or all your cards to spades would be really nice if you could do it, but generally, by the end of the game, you'll only be able to convert about half your deck to one particular suit. Oh, well, this one I like. Spawns up to 2 random tarot cards. These are 4 tarot cards. We can basically use this to spawn 2 random ones up here. Maybe they're good, maybe they're bad, who knows. And they're not really that great, to be honest. Enhance one selected card into steel. Plus 5 multiplier with the cards in hand. Not the worst. This one we're going to save. This gives us money for the amount of jokers we have in our hand, and this is actually great right now. We can sell this for the value of the jokers in our hand, and this joker gets more valuable every round. So if we hold on to this card, that's actually really nice for us. Anyway, we will go on straight to the next round. There's nothing really else here for us. This is the big blind. Now, this is the last of the 3 rounds. You get them in the rounds of 3. There's 3 rounds. After this, we'll go through another 3 rounds, then another 3. But the end of all the 3 rounds, you face a boss. This boss has all hearts cards debuffed, which means 1/4 of our deck is now useless because it's hearts. Now, it doesn't mean they're completely useless. For example, they're still useful for making a pair, but they don't actually score you any chips. Meaning if we played this, we would only get an extra 8 points added on here, giving us 18 by 2, which is not great. Doing a bit of thinking here, I say we get rid of the 2, the 4, and the 9, and we hit this discard button. This might actually be our first discard. We've been so lucky so far. This does not really change our luck too much at all. No. We just want a 5, an 8, or an ace if at all possible. It has not been good, and we've only got 1 discard left. You know what? Let's just score a pair. And we'll burn the 3. One thing you can do is this card is useless. It won't score any points, but we get rid of it from our hand by playing it. And done. And only 1 discard left, 3 hands left to play, and we need to score 600 points. Times are tight. I think we're going to burn this chariot card. Plus 5 multiplier while this card stays in your hand. Let's grab, say, this one here, and we're going to enhance it. So now this card becomes this, and this stays for the rest of the game. As in, you can see it in here. This card will always be like that, even across the next hands. So this is actually a nice bonus to have. However, it's only of limited useful to us right now. We're just going to play this hand. It'll get a nice bit of a bonus from this, an extra 5 multiplier. Finally, we've got that full house we've been looking for. Would really like another ace. You know what? Get rid of these. Excellent. 4 of a kind. But more importantly, we get to keep this ace in hand. Like we've got a full house is a 40 by 4. We could go with this, which is a 60 by 5. However, if we keep this card in our hand, it gives us a pi 5 multiplier, and we also get to keep it for the next round. I think that would be my preferred hit. There you go. Oof. That was actually a lot tighter than I would have liked. We had one hand left. Oh, and the flaming symbol meant that if you had done that on the very first round, we could have knocked out the whole entire game. Excellent. Now we're looking at some more cards that we can buy. Actually, we'll go down here. We'll get the Mega Arcane Pack. This could be good for us. Now, it cost us 8, and only leaves us with $8, but what do you got in here? Destroys 2 selected cards, increase the rank of 2 selected cards by 1, spawns up to 2 random tarot cards, spawns a random Joker card. Must have room. Enhances 1 selected card to a gold card. I think I would like a random Joker. Right now we have no Jokers up. The only Joker we have up there is literally just a money Joker, which is not great for us. And all the rest of these things don't seem to do very much good for us. Boom. Wow. Every played card counts in scoring. And this one also is holographic. That's a holographic as a bonus. Any card can get that. Any Joker can get that. It gives a plus 10 multiplier to all our hands. This is really handy for us, actually. And that also means that we can sell Temperance for even more money if we want. But I think with just this, we might be good. Oh, this one here we have to buy. Hold plus 2 cards in your hand. Yes, that means we actually can hold 2 more cards in our hand at the start of every round. Voucher Celestia Pack always contains the planet for your money. Oh, this one can be useful. This voucher down here. Now this also carries across all your rounds, but basically every time you open one of these Celestial Packs, it will have whatever planet relates to your most commonly played hand. For example, just say you only play high cards. I know that sounds stupid, but there's actually reasons for you do that sometimes. And every time you open this pack, it will have the planet that relates to high cards, so you can increase the value of high card rounds. That is useful if you already know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing yet, so I think we'll just go to the next round. Okay, this is the next 3 rounds. Let's just immediately get stuck into this. Right now, though, we do have to remember, we've got a plus 10 multiplier, and we can hold 2 extra cards in our hands. I think we're going to be just fine. I think the easy play here is just get rid of these low-end cards. We can score with them, plus we're going to throw in the 8. The reason we're throwing in this 8 is because of this one. Every played card counts in scoring, meaning this will actually add to the score, even though it's not part of it. Very handy. Now, did we get ourselves a full house? Yes, we did. Perfect. Give me those 3 cards. Give us a couple of 10s. Play the hand, and that should be the end of it, I believe. Boom. Done. See, that Joker is making a huge difference. However, it's not going to get us to the end of the game. That's just the bonus we have now, and oh, damn it. I was really hoping for a few more Jokers here. We better keep an eye on this one. This one says it'll convert up to 3 selected cards to clubs. If we could find more clubs in here, that might be a card to buy. This one is Wheel of Fortune. 1 in 5 chance to add foil, holographic, or polychrome addition to a random Joker. Holographic is what we've got coating this card, so it could potentially cause this card or this card to gain the hologrammatic coating, or the foil or polychrome. No, this is only a 1 in 5 chance, so it's quite expensive at this part of the game. We would prefer to go with something a little bit more sustainable. Not seeing anything too amazing in here. Spawns a random Joker, enhance 2 selected cards, give him plus 20, and converts 3 selected cards to diamonds. Since we don't really have a theme just yet, I'm thinking more Jokers is better Jokers. Also, it increases the value of Temperance. Judgment spawns a random Joker card. Oh, sorry, that Fool basically gave us access to the last card we used. The last Tarot card we used. So, the last card we had used was the one that spawns a random Joker, which means we get to use that, and boom, what did you give us? Plus 10 multiplier if hand contains a 3 of a kind. Alright, so we could start going for a 3 of a kind build and aiming to get as many 3 of a kinds as we possibly could every round. That could work. But we've burned through most of our cash. We could dump this now, but I'm thinking this just gets more valuable every round, and there's nothing here worth dumping the money for. We should still be good to smash this out. Oh, we could skip this blind here to add a voucher to the next shop. I'm almost tempted by that. Ooh, that might be worthwhile because a couple of vouchers could be real powerful for us. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to skip this blind. I normally wouldn't do this, but hey, we're doing a demonstration play, so why not? Let's start the next round. So we missed out on that entire last round. We didn't get any money. This card would have went up in 3 value, so we lost $3 from that, plus whatever money we would have got for reading the round, and we lost a whole bunch of other stuff. So doing this is usually not something you do a lot of. It's normally only when you think you're winning or you're reasonably confident. And this is a giant pile of poo, so we are just going to discard all 5 of those. If you could give us 3 of a kind, that would be great. We've got a massive multiplier to our 3s of a kind. Yep, we'll take you those. We could go with the full house, but that would get rid of this multiplier, the plus 10 multiplier. So, no, that would, going with a, that's the thing, going with a full house now is weaker than going with 3 of a kind. The game starts getting weird, you know what I mean? Actually, We have one more 3 inbound. There's only one more 3 in the deck, so getting rid of those 3s is not a bad idea. We have 4 5s and 8s. We have 2 5s, and we have 3 8s left. So I say we get rid of that card and that card. That way we're maximizing our chances of getting more 3s of a kind, and we're dumping those cards. Plus, those cards still score some points. 3 of a kind, massive multipliers. That gives us 1400, which means we're going to knock this out now. I don't think there's a way we can lose this at this point. You can go, you can go, you can go. Actually, that's a... You know what, we'll get rid of the 8 as well. All we need is a 7, a 10, or an ace, and this is in the bag. Yep, there we go. Perfect. 3 of a kind. We'll throw in a 4 and the 3. Actually, let's crank up the scores here. 10 and an ace. It's 3 of a kind, plus with those bonuses on top of it. Those cards actually add points, remember, so... Ooh. Yep, that was pretty good. This is pretty much the theme. You start adding stuff on, more stuff, more stuff, more stuff. And now we've got 2 vouchers down here. Yes and yes. Ooh, permanently gains +1 hand per round. I like that one. Foil holographic and polychromic cards appear twice as often. Oh, I think we're going to have to sell this Temperance card in a minute. I don't really see a way around it. First up, though, I'm going to hit up the Arcana pack. 3 tarot cards to be used immediately. What do you got for us? Converts 3 cards to diamonds, increase the rank of 2 selected cards by 1, enhances 1 selected card into a steel card. I'm thinking the increases rank of selected cards by 1. See, the thing is, we're looking at for 3 of a kinds, right? So what we would like to do is make the possibility of 3 of a kinds more likely. The best way I figured to do that is say grab this 9 and this 7, and we're going to increase their rank. And the reason I want to do this means we've got 5, we'll have 5 10s, and we'll have 5 8s. However, this does mean we'll only have 3 9s and 3 7s, so we just do have to remember that the 9s and the 7s are now weaker, and we need to be more likely to hold on to 10s and 8s. Yeah, this starts getting more and more confusing as you go along. Oh, also, it is possible to completely kill so many of your cards in the deck. Like, I've destroyed cards to try and minimize, negatives so that I've got lots and lots of clubs, let's say. It is possible to actually play all your cards and then just run out and not have enough cards to play the game and lose that way. So, there's ways to mess this up. We will use that, and done. Then that brings us back here, and I think it's time we cashed in these cards. Yeah, this sells for 24. Wait, use this now. So use this now. It'll give us 24 because of the value of all these jokers. Namely because of this one joker over here, which is worth 14. The rest of these are not worth nearly as much. This Temperance card, normally you would never hold on to it. That's the joy. Sometimes things just line up. And in fact, we don't even need to sell that card now because it'll actually go up in value at the end of the round and we don't have 5 jokers. Once we max out at 5 jokers, we can't go any higher. But until we get that 5th joker, I don't see a reason to burn that. For now, we will buy this voucher, which gives us 1 extra hand per round. That is huge, because that gives us an extra buck at the end of every round that we have a hand spare. This polychromic one, I think I would like it. It's expensive, but I think it's worthwhile. There's also a jumbo pack here, which... Oof, I think I want to grab this. Is there a 3 of a kind? Level up the straight, level up 2 pair, level up 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind. Okay. By applying this, it adds a +2 multiplier and +20 chips to all 3 of a kinds we play. So it's now 50 by 5 instead of 30 by 3 or whatever was the bonus. And we want to try and get that as much as we can, because our plan is to hit it up as often as we possibly can. There's no point getting the rest of these. This is a reroll button. It will refresh these 2 cards and these 2 cards alone. We don't care about that for now. We might use that later if money gets out of control, but right now money is not even close to out of control. We're barely scraping by, believe it or not. One thing to remember here is that 9s and 7s are weak, so keeping this pair is a bad idea. On the grounds that there's only 1 more 9 in the deck. You'll notice that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, there is 5 10s here. So, we're going to dump the 9s, and in fact, we're going to dump all of those. We'll get rid of all these low-end cards, we'll discard them. We just want 3 of a kinds. Any 3 of a kinds we get are massive for us. I think we can dump all of these 6s and... Yeah, 7s are also weak. There's only 3 7s in the deck, so bye-bye. And 8s and 10s, there's actually 3 more 8s and 3 more 10s in the deck. So we should be able to get trips this time. Hey, there we go. 3 10s. And there's that ace from earlier that gives us the +5 multiplier. That is sweet. Hey, play the hand. Oh, actually, let's dump some 3s and 4s in there as well. Yeah, we don't care about those. I'm pretty sure 3s and 4s have already been... Actually, we might want to keep that 3. Yeah, it's just that 3 has the potential to maybe end up as trips again. Actually, what do I care? We've got enough... As long as we get an 8 at some point, we will definitely be winning this. And massive multipliers stacked, 2,600. We literally need 200 points to win this. Easy peasy. I mean, we could do this with our eyes closed. In fact, let's just chuck that in and done. We don't even need these extra cards, but I'm going to throw them in anyway. And that's the power of going for a trips play. We're just going for pure trips and only trips. Cash out for 7. Ah, finally, some more jokers. These jokers were not showing up nearly as much. Oh, that's a great card. When a blind is chosen, gain 3 hands and lose all discards. Basically, it gets rid of all of your discards, but you get an extra 3 hands to play with. That's huge. Yes, we will have to buy that card. We're probably going to have to sell this off. And spectral packs. Ooh, a spectral pack might change everything. Spectral packs are, you know what? Let's just have a look. You only get 2 cards in these, and they are super weird funky. Destroy 1 random card in your hand, add 2 random aces to your hand. Or sigil, convert all cards in your hand into a single random suit. Ooh, very interesting. Normally, like, I have played this before where you convert all cards in hand into a single random suit, and this might actually end up being very powerful if you were going with a flush play. However, we're going with a trips play. So what this is going to do is destroy 1 random card and add 2 aces, which means we'll have 6 aces in our hands, meaning we're more likely to end up with trip aces. So we got to use this one. However, there's a bit of a worry here. You'll notice that we have 5 10s and we have 5 8s. And there's an 8 and 2 10s in here. So if it destroys one of those, or 2 8s and 2 10s in here, if it destroys those, that would be inconvenient considering all the trouble we went to. No, it took out the 9. It actually destroyed a 9. Which means we now only have 2 9s left in the deck. But we have 6 aces, 5 10s, and 5 8s. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, you. When blinds are chosen, gain 3 hands and lose all discards. Yes. Yes, we shall buy you. How's our money looking? We got a plus 17 from this. We have no other source of money, so I think I'm just going to leave that card. We could buy a Celestial Pack for 8, but I don't want it. I think I just want to keep going. Okay, this one. Gains a 0/1 multiplier per planet card used. That's... I suppose if we were hitting up these consistently, that'd be great, but we're not. If you basically are grabbing planet cards all the time, this would be a very powerful card to have, because this is a by X multiplier, not a... Gains a 0/0.1 multiplier per planet card used. Oh, this is... I didn't read this correctly last time, but let me try here. See that zany joker? It says a plus 10 multiplier if played hand contains. And that says plus. Right? This one here says by 1 multiplier. So this multiplies the entire hand by 1 point whatever. So if you get 1 planet card after getting this, it gives you a 10% bonus to every hand played afterwards. 2 planet cards, 20%, then 30. That's actually pretty big. I think we're going to have to buy this. I think we kind of have to, which means we're going to need to free up some space. Yeah, and I think we got it. Well, we'll have to afford it as well. So we're going to sell this card. Yeah, bye-bye. And we're going to buy this one. Ooh. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to keep that money for a bit longer. We have no real good way of making money right now, and I really would have liked to have some form of doing that. And I don't want to buy that Mega Celestial Pack because it costs 8, and I really don't care. I just want to get any planet card, and paying 8 right now when we're so low on cash. Yeah, never mind. Skip this blind. After defeating the blind boss, gain 15 bucks. No, we could probably make more money just playing both rounds. Yeah, I think we're just going to play this round, then this round. Oh, and one reason that this is so powerful, when the blind is chosen, gain 3 hands and lose all discards. One of the bosses, the hardest boss in the game is this one. You start with 0 discards. It gets rid of all your discards, which means you've only got hands to play. That can be, like, this is usually what makes or breaks you. So the fact that we've got that joker is going to be so useful. Oh, after defeating the boss blind, gain 15 bucks. I am tempted by that an awful lot, but no. Nope. Right, we already have a trips in hand, but that is that steel ace we would like to keep. You know what? Let's just dump the 9, the 5s. Oh, we don't have discards. I forgot about that. There's no discards anymore. Fine. The 9, the 5, and the 3s. And actually, let's get rid of the 2 4s. Yeah, that works for me. We don't really gain much points from this, but instead of discards now, we just have to play cards. It's not ideal, but it works. 2s, 5s, 6s. You know what? Let's just throw down the aces. I know we lose the multiplier from this, but at this point, I would prefer to gain some points. And there's a 9. What is the 9 doing there? That's the last 9. Never mind. This should give us a nice big score. Big enough. And the other cards have not kicked in like I was hoping. Oop, there's trip 2s. Perfect. We'll play that out. And we come away with 12 bucks. Perfect. Ooh. To-do list. I do like that one. Gains $4 if poker hand is a 4 of a kind. This one basically, if you hit whatever hand it asks you to hit, it gives you more money. And this is quite useful considering we have to play hands, so we might buy that one. But first, tarot cards. Let's see what you got open for us. I think I want the money one. There is one that, 1 in 5 chance of upgrading a joker. Don't care. 2 selected cards become multipliers. They get a +2 multiplier test them. That's actually pretty useful long term, but I would prefer more money right now because we were kind of low, and I like to have a nice big stockpile of this stuff. We'll pop in here. Because it's 4, and we want you to upgrade trips if at all possible, which is not there. Damn it. Okay, in that case, we'll still buy this one. Reason being, every time we buy one of these, it's going to upgrade this card. Currently, its multiplier is X1. We are going to grab, say, high card. And that should go up to, 1.1, so we get a 10% bonus. This one here, it levels up a straight flush. We will never get a straight flush. Don't care. Buy and use. That gives us another 10% multiplier. We're going to buy as many planet cards as we possibly can, just so that we can crank that card up again and again and again. Boss fight, we start with 0 discards, but that's okay. We weren't going to start with any discards anyway. Okay, let's see what we got here. I think we dump, and hope we get a 2 and 8 to keep the 10s and the aces because we have plenty of those. This is going to be a high card, but we don't care. 0.2 multiplier. I really want to see that in action once we get trips. What another mess. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, fine. Just give us a 2, an 8, or a 10, and I would be really happy right about now. Hey, trip 2s. Perfect. And we'll also burn the 7 because that one is useless. Of course, they're only 2, so it's not going to be a great multiplier, but still, that scored a hell of a lot of points for us. Hey, trip aces. Yes, please. Burn the 4 and the 7. We've got trip 8s for later, and the 10 should be along shortly. That's assuming this doesn't knock it out of the park. And... oh, damn it, we're just shy, but that's okay. We've got trip 10s, trip 8s. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. We're kind of coming into the trips near the end of it. If we get a bit luckier, I think we could do some serious damage, though. We need to keep pumping this. This is going to be our infinite pump. We got to keep pumping that every round. Ooh, 1 card slot available extra in the shop. Overstock. That might be nice. All right, now that we've hit this point, we've got a sort of a weird setup where we want to hit up as many planet cards as we possibly can that give bonuses to 3 of a kinds, and then play as many 3 of a kinds as we can. We have no discards, so we basically have to just play cards as much as we get them. We hold 2 extra cards in our hand, which is handy for getting those extra trips. And for every card played, it counts in scoring, which allows us to dump some extra cards. And it also comes with a +10 multiplier attached to that card. Very nice. This, however, is an interesting card if you can get it early on. Every time you score a straight that contains an ace, you get a free tarot or planet card that spawns up here. That can be useful if you build an entire deck around it, but it's too late now. We're not going to rejig. This one adds +20 chips for each odd-ranked card. That's actually quite powerful considering our setup, but we don't really have room for it. It would, I think, detract from our current setup. Anyway, +1 card available in the shop. We might buy that, but first up, we're going to hit up planets. We want to do this in reverse to the way we're normally doing it because we're looking for 3 of a kind. Level up 3 of a kind, yes, we want this because that's what we always go for. It adds a +2 multiplier and +20 chips. Also adds a +10% to that. Then we want to go with the Arcane Pack. The reason we want to go with the Arcane Pack, this is the chance to spawn a Fool. We don't get it here, but a Fool basically duplicates the last planet or tarot card used, which means we could get another bonus to our trips. But yeah, that didn't happen. We don't want any flushes, so we don't care about the spades. Yeah, we don't care about the clubs. This one's interesting. Enhance 2 selected cards to multiplier cards, where they give a +3 multiplier. This is useful for us. Aces and 10s, well, we're trying to get trips with them a lot, so if we enhance those, they get an extra +3 multiplier on top of that, meaning any hands involving them get infinitely more... well, excellent. So while we're at it, let's do an overstock. This costs 10, but I'm willing to do that. Excellent. Level up pair. Okay, so we get an extra slot up here every round. So every shop after this will have 3 slots up the top, which is great. And we're going to buy this. We don't care about leveling up the pair, but it levels up this. That's all we care about. We're going to buy those planet things the moment they become available so we can level up this multiplier as much as we possibly can. Get rid of the 9s and 7s. There's only 2 or 3 of each of those in the deck, which means it's unlikely we'll get trips. That leaves us with 2 4s, 2 6s, an 8, and a 10. Ugh. I really feel like we should be able to get rid of more cards, but never mind. Look at that. We scored 604 points with a random smattering of cards. Like at the start, we struggled to get 300 points with a straight or with a full house. This is definitely an improvement. Trip fours, thank you very much. We've got 2 6s. Damn, we're not hitting the 8s, the 10s, and aces as much as I thought we would. Considering how much we've pumped those, I really thought they'd be hitting a lot more frequently. Yeah, we'll get rid of that card and we'll get rid of the 5s. Yeah, 3 of a kind. What kind of hit is that going to give us? That's actually a decent smash. Okay, now we're done. Like, we literally have just oodles of cards. We'll get rid of the 9 while we're here, but I'm pretty sure that's game. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's it. Trips for the win. Oh, there it is. We got an interest of 4 because we had 24 bucks. So that 20 bucks, well, for every 5 bucks you get an extra piece of interest. That's why I like to keep a little bit of money there. It helps keep you ticking along. Empress, enhance 2 selected cards to multiple multipliers. That might actually be useful. Plus 20 multiplier if played hard contains 4 of a kind. That is useful, but we don't have 4 of a kind. Adds the number of times a poker hand has been played to multiplier. Oh, that's good. That means we get a by X multiplier, where X is the number of times we've played that hand. This can be really powerful if you go with a high card approach or a pair approach, but we're going with trips. Run info. We have played 3 of a kind 11 times, which means every time we play a 3 of a kind, it'll get a by 11 multiplier. That's kind of useful. Though we'd have to get rid of one of these cards. That plus 2 cards in your hand is real handy. Because that gives us the option to play trips more frequently because we have more cards in our hand, more we can dump. Plus 10 multiplier, that's pretty much the basis of our entire game. That one's really important. That one's hugely important. Means the only one we can really sell is either the juggler, which gives us plus 2 cards in our hand, or the splash, which every played card counts in scoring. This has a plus 10 multiplier on it because of its holographic coating, but I think we're going to sell it. I think we kind of have to. This is just going to give us a by 11 multiplier to all trips we play, and then a by 12, by 13, by 14. Every trip we play makes it more powerful. Ah! Damn it. Yep, I think I'm going to do it. Might be a bad choice, but gotta try. Okay, next up. Yep, Mega Arcane Pack. 5 tarot cards to choose from. Let's have a look. Looking through here, there's nothing too crazy. Lucky card is interesting in that it makes a card lucky in that every time it's played in a hand, you have a 1 in 5 chance for a plus 20 multiplier and a 1 in 25 chance to win 20 bucks. It's okay, but I wouldn't go for it. 3 spades, convert 3 cards to diamonds, and this one is basically the temperance one, which gives you the value of all your jokers, so like 12 bucks. No, thank you. This one I really like. Death. Select 2 cards, convert the left card into the right card. Convert the left card into the right card. Basically, we're going to take a 7, of which we only have 1, 2, 3 7s left in the deck, and we're going to convert it into an ace. Yeah. So, we now have 2 aces of hearts. Would you look at that? 2 aces of hearts, 2 aces of spades, 2 aces of clubs, ace of diamonds. That's a lot of aces. And there's also another hand in this game that you can play with. Nah, never mind. I'll cover that later. Celestial, yes, we want to get ourselves a planet pack. Damn it, 2 pair, straight flush. This would be the point where having that coupon that means it always spawns your most played hand would be really powerful. But we don't, so we'll just go with 2 pair, I suppose. I mean, that's the only one we're likely to come up with, but... And done. Enhance 2 select cards to plus 2 multipliers. You know what, I'm going to buy this. Why not? We can stick that onto some aces or something like that. How have we got a 7 and a 9 here? There are only 2 7s and 2 9s in the deck. And we've only got 2 aces, despite there being like 6. It's fine. It's fine. We've got trips. We have trips right here. We shall burn you. We're going to use this? No, we're not going to use that yet. We shall play that hand. That gives us 3 of a kind. Let's see how this one works out. That gave a plus 12 multiplier, because that's how many... Was it? Yeah, that's how many 3 of a kinds we've gotten. And that's going to go up to 13, 14, 15. This is... One of these cards is really handy in your deck. All right. Hey, look, there's the other 9. Those 9s just want to be played. So much so. Just 3, 4, and 5 can all go. Yep, you can all be gone. We don't care about any of you. This gives us a high card. Yeah, whatever. Bye-bye. Yeah, and next round we'll either get an ace or a 10, and this will all be over. Yay, we got a 10. And we got 4 8s. Well, that's all really good, but first things first. Enhance 2 select cards to multipliers. We're going to take that ace and 10. This will carry over for the rest of the game, so, yep. Chuck a couple of multipliers on top of there. We'll give ourselves some 10s, burn out the 4 that we don't need, play the hand. And that's 5,500 points. What? And it still didn't win us. That is unusual, but whatever. We'll chuck those in, get rid of the 5, and get rid of the 6. Oh, it's actually possible if you change the suits of things to get a flush house, which is a full house that's all the same suit. Yeah, there's some weird things this game allows you to do. Anyway, there's another triple, so that's a plus 14 multiplier from that supernova card. We're going to have to keep piling on the trips until that's finished. Yeah, cash out for 12. Boom. What do we got? All flushes and straights can be made with 4 cards. That's very powerful early on. Plus 4 multiplier for aces, 2s, 3s, 5s, or 8s when played. Ooh. And spawns a tarot card when blind is selected. Must have room. Ooh. They're all good cards, but I think it'd mess with our combo. Anyway, let's go grab ourselves a Celestial Pack. And unfortunately, we got 4 of a kind, straight, full house, and high card. Which is... yep, whatever. We will just level up the high card. Which gives us that multiplier up to 1.6. That's actually getting a little bit out of control. For this, we have Lucky Card. Spawns a random joker and enhances the 2 selected cards to multiplier cards. Yeah, I think we'll take these 2 aces and we will make them multipliers. Even though we don't seem to get enough aces. Well, I really do like the look of this Cartomancer, which spawns a tarot card when blind is selected. This is much better earlier on in the game. By now, it's just... we're kind of committed, so no thank you. For this boss, 1 in 7 cards get drawn face down. This is weird. It makes it a little bit harder to play. Oh, I wonder what that is right there. I'm going to bet that that is an ace. The reason I'm going to bet that that is an ace is because it's face down in between those. Like, you can order cards by suit and by rank. So that is an ace of spades, I would guess. And over here, we've already got 3 6s. You know what? I kind of want to play that card, but it might be another 6, which would be a problem. But I'm still going to get rid of that 7. We don't want that 7 on deck. Play the hand. And boom. Okay, well, ooh, I don't know if that might be that steel ace, so I kind of want to keep that one there, but we can burn all these other aces just fine. And I don't know what that card is, so let's burn that one. It's definitely not an ace because it's down the end. We don't want another ace in this, or it'll give us 4 of a kind, which is actually weaker than playing 3 of a kind because of all the stacked bonuses we've got. And done. Also, I didn't want to put in the 4 in there in case it was the hidden card was the 4. That would definitely have scuppered us. You put in 3 8s and give us a 4 and the 5. Get rid of the 4 and the 5. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a good call. And done, 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 done. What are we like? Okay, we just need a little bit more to win. We're at 13,000. So that's definitely an ace there, and I don't know what any of these are. So let's just clear some of the chaff, and hopefully they give us an ace or a... oh, God. Why is there 2 9s here? Seriously, those 9s just want to be played every time. Like, oh. It's just... You know what? You know what? It's fine, fine. I'm gonna play the 9s. I'm getting rid of the 9s because they're actually more worthless than the other cards. There you go. You happy? Hey, we got 3 10s, and okay, that's definitely 3 aces. Like I said, this played face down thing is a bit difficult, but if you're playing with the amount of cards we have stacked into areas, it's not nearly as bad somehow. Money Mize, we get 12. See, we're getting $4 from interest, which is no slouch. You need that money. Permanently gain 1 discard per round is the new voucher. No, we lose all our discards at the start of the round because of the Joker we're playing. Plus 4 multiplier for even ranked cards. Select 2 cards, convert the left card into the right. We will probably end up buying that. Copies ability of Joker to the right. Ooh, that's good. That is oh so good. That is... Okay, you know what? Nope. Remain calm. Just gonna buy our tarot cards. Arcana. Oh yeah, what do you got for us? Oh, damn it. I shouldn't have bought this first. I should have went to the planets first. Spawns a random joker. Enhances 1 card to wild. Selected 3 cards to hearts. Gives total sell value of all current jokers. Yeah, we don't want a random joker. We don't want a wild card because we're not going for flushes. You basically turn a card, say you could hit an ace up, and that ace would then have all 4 suits, so you could make flushes out of it. It's useful, but not for what we're going for. Convert 3 cards to hearts. No, thank you. I think we're just going to take the money. We're going to take the money and run. All right, give us the Celestial Pack. Now, what's trips? Pair, pair, 4 of a kind. 2 pair, pair, or 4 of a kind. Just give us pair. One. That's the multiplier to that, so we're up to 1.7. That is great. But I think copies the abilities of Joker to the right. If we could put that beside Supernova, that could be incredible, because Supernova is currently giving us a plus 18 multiplier for 3 of a kind. This would crank that up to, well, another 18, so we'd be getting 36. Ooh, it's just, well, we would have to get rid of something, and all these cards are really quite good right now. Okay, hear me out. This is stupid, but I think it works. This is Zany Joker. The whole thing we based our deck off gives us a plus 10 multiplier if played hand contains a 3 of a kind, which is great. It's a plus 10 multiplier for all 3 of a kinds. This here adds the number of times a poker hand has been played to multiplier, which currently is, for 3 of a kind, 18. So every time we play a 3 of a kind, this gives plus 18. This only gives plus 10. This is actually more useful for 3 of a kinds than this one. So I think, and this one gives a 70% multiplier to all, or like on top of everything else, to all the hands we play, so we can't get rid of that one. The blind one says us to play more hands, so yeah, and this one allows us to hold 2 cards in our hand, which makes it more likely for us to hit those trips in the first place. I'm thinking we sell the Zany Joker. If we sell the Zany Joker, we lose that by 10 multiplier, which is bad. However, this copies the ability of the Joker to the right, which means now that is multiplying the ability. Wait. It is copying this ability over here, adds the number of times a poker hand has been played. This copies the ability of the Joker to the right, which means you're now getting 2 18s. Yes, or... Oh. Yeah, probably should tell that first. Does that work? That is compatible. Oh my god, I'll have to do some numbers enough to figure out which is even worthwhile more. That hurt my brain. I'm gonna have to get out a calculator to figure out what's happening here. You know what? It's got to be this one, right? I'm sure I could do the math and figure it out, but I don't wanna. I just sort of want to play. That's sort of the joy of the game. This, I figure a 70% bonus on top of the entire score is probably better than an extra 16% multiplier, or 18 multiplier, was it? 18 multiplier. So 2 18 multipliers multiplied by 70%, or 1 18 multiplier multiplied by... Actually, wait, this should be easy to figure it. All right, looking at this, I think for now, we're better off getting the by 18 multiplier from here. However, as this becomes more and more powerful, once this hits double, I think we're better off going with this one. Because currently this doubles the multiplier we get. This one is increasing it by 70%. So once we get 3 more planets, we move this across to there. It's actually kind of a nice thing of that. But anyway, we're going to put you down, and we're probably going to get rid of the... Is it the 6? I don't think we need the 6. Yeah, that means if we get a 4, a 5, we can have trips, but also, well, where's all our 8s and 10s? I really feel like sometimes we just have to start with trip 8s, or trip 10s, or trip aces, or something. There we go. There's our trip 8s. Beautiful. Trip 8s, get rid of that 3, and let's make sure this... I didn't actually observe if that multiplier kicked in. Yeah, by 20. That's perfect. Now, where are we? 8,000, whatever. Yep. And yeah, get rid of that 8. I don't think we have enough 8s left to do another set of trips, do we? No, we do not. So, get rid of the 8. We've got 2 10s, 2 aces. Yeah, no, we got enough of those left. Grand. Play hand. I love the way the multipliers there are just getting more and more insane. You, and I think that is it. I don't think there's anything left. Yeah, that should be more than enough to take us over the top. Now, we just needed to get about 3 more planet cards, and things are going to start even getting more out of control. What are you? Plus 20 chips for each remaining discard. Oh, that's interesting. Plus 10, well, not for our hand. Plus 10 multiplier if played hand contains 3 of a kind, plus it comes with a bonus of plus 30 chips to every hand played. No, it's still not good enough to sell one of the cards we currently have. Death. Select 2 cards, convert the left card into the right card. I should have bought that. Yeah, I definitely should have. In fact, we're going to buy that now. And choose one of up to 3 tarot cards to be used immediately. Ooh, one up to 4 planet cards. I think we go with the planet cards first. Try and get a bonus to trips. Please give us the flush, high card, straight flush. Oh, come on. Fine, just a high card, whatever. That is really frustrating. We haven't hit any trips in there in ages. For this, we get lucky card, don't care. Convert up to 3 cards to spades, don't care. Convert up to 3 cards to hearts. You all suck so much. Well, we're taking the lucky card. Should we convert something while we're here? I think we should. Actually, wait, no. We'll save that conversion until we're in game. I'd like to convert something into an ace. Also, we'd have more cards to choose from. In here, we're kind of limited on what we can choose from. So if we... that's why I like to have that death card there, or one of those cards like it. You, turn that 10 into a lucky card. Actually, how many 10s do we have? Yeah, they're not lucky. These 10s are not coming up nearly as much as I'd like. Okay, lucky card. You best be lucky for us at some point. Permanently discard, no thank you. So these cards are no use to us. Next round. Oh, we're almost at the boss. I gotta remember all, like this one here, he's the second one from the end. But once you hit him, immediately afterwards is the boss. So next round is our second last round to shop. 1 in 2 chance for the shop to have a foil joker. Bit too late for that, I'm thinking. We want to score as many trips as we can while we're waiting. 3 4s. Yep. And get rid of the 2. Ooh, actually, while I'm here, we've got the death card. Select 2 cards, convert the left card to the right card. Well, we got a bunch of aces over there. Which ones we got the most of? We got clubs, hearts, and spades are all... oh, actually, clubs, hearts. Yep, let's take this 2 over here. And we're going to convert it into an ace of clubs. Why not? Actually, do we have anything else that's worth getting rid of? No, I was looking at 7s and 9s. If we had a 9 right now, I would totally burn that 9 just to never have to look at it again. Sorry, where was it? Death. Convert the left card into the right card. Don't accidentally do it the wrong way around. Perfect. We now have 4 aces. Yoink. And get rid of 3. Oh, one thing. I don't want to finish this just yet. What I want to do is score as many trips as we possibly can to increase the supernova effect. The supernova effect means it adds the number of times the poker hand has been played. So we kind of want to score as many trips as we possibly can per round to maximize supernova without actually winning. Yeah. Damn it, we're going to have to score those aces, aren't we? Or we can actually just burn a hand. Kind of gives us money. You know what? We'll get rid of those. Why not? I think we're going to have to play some aces, though, next round. Oh, wow. That's... we actually got all the aces we wanted. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we've got a straight. Never mind. Okay, we shall play the 3 aces and possibly... yeah, get rid of that 9. Is that both 9s again? Yep, that's both 9s. I should apply some sort of lucky modifier to those 9s just because they're that good. Anyway, we'll play that. That might accidentally sort of finish it, though. No, just shy. Perfect. Give us the 3 10s then. And get rid of that 3 and that 6. Shitty. Get rid of the 7. We don't want the 7. Ooh, and there's that lucky 10. Will that lucky 10 work out for us? Is the question. And I kind of actually probably should have done that so we could get more supernova effects. But whatever. It is what it is. We're not trying to maximize this too much. Jokers up here all look terrible. Plus 4 multiplier. Just your basic one. That's actually really handy early on when you're struggling. Plus 100 chips. Minus 5 for every hand played. That's really powerful at the start and quickly, of course, trails off. It just means every hand you play, even if it's a high card, gets a plus 100 chips added to it. And gained $4 at the start of round. That's... okay, it's like that plus 3 from the other one. Never mind. Tarot cards or Celestial. Actually, we'll go with Celestial first. 3 of a kind. You got it. 2 pair. 4 of a kind. Full house. You're just killing me here. But still gives us that multiplier. And we're up to 1.9 right there. 3 tarot cards. What you got for us? Enhances 1 card into a wild card. Don't care. Converts selected 3 cards to clubs. Enhance 2 selected cards to bonus cards. That one we can use. Oh, look, there's that 9s that we don't care about. 10, yes. 1 other card. Well, it's not going to be, like, preferably an ace or an 8 would be here, considering the sheer quantity of them that are in the deck. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, instead we'll pick something that at least has 3 of a kind possibility, which is a 4. Yeah, we're going to give it to a 4. Enhance 2 selected cards to bonus cards. Yep, fine. I think this is our second last shop. Yep, this is our second last shop. So this one is all face cards are debuffed. We don't care. Our deck has no face cards. Okie dokie, what do we got here? 2 3s, 5s, 6, 7s. No 9s though, thankfully. Let's get rid of some cards. 7s can go. 3s, 2s, and 6s can all go. That leaves us with 2 5s, the 8s, the 10s, and the aces. Oh, that's a 1.9 multiplier. It's getting there. Okay, 2 5s, 6 8s. Oh, 6, 2 8s, 10s. Yeah, I think we'll just burn the aces now. And dump the 6. Ugh, no 10s coming in. This probably won't finish it, but it will definitely do some damage. Ooh, 9,000. Actually, I'm kind of worried about how long it's taking us to hit some of these. Oh, yeah, 2 9s. 2 9s. It's just... I think we have to do a dummy hand here just to burn some cards. Yeah, 2 pair. 8s, 10s, and aces. How many we got left? Yeah, we should definitely be able to knock these out. Go away. Right, here we go. We got 3 8s. Perfect. You. Get rid of the 2 and the 3. That gives us another full house. This is going to be up... Or, sorry, gives us another straight. That's up to 27 multipliers on those supernovas. And then we got 10, 10, 10. And we'll get rid of the... Well, whatever. The 5s and the 8. Actually, no. We'll keep the 8. That should be it. Done. Run info is looking real good. We're up to 28 on trips. And yeah, we got an extra 13 cash. This is our last round, so we should burn all of our cash right now. Every single last bit of it. Level up 3 of a kind. Yes, buy and use. Buy and use immediately. That's up to buy 2 multiplier. That's also levels up our 3 of a kind. Now we're going to buy tarot cards and hope we get a fool in here. If we could get a fool, that would be great because it'd give us a duplicate card of what we just used. Nope, spawns up to 2 random players, double money. Stacked up to 3 clubs. Yeah, I think we're going to go with 2 planet cards. What do we got? Flush and 3 of a kind. Yes. Okay, we'll do the flush first. Yeah, we'll use the flush. But then we'll do the 3 of a kind. Beautiful. That's up to a 2.2 multiplier for all our hands. That's kind of crazy. Face cards give plus 20. Nope, we don't have any of those. Hologrammatic jokers, all that stuff. What's this? Sustic packs always contains a planet card for your most played poker hand. Well, better late than never. Redeem this. This should have the card looked for... Oh, 1 second. Foil or holographic jokers. Sure, buy and use. Nope, didn't kick in. And use. Celestial pack. Open. You should definitely have a 3 of a kind in here for us. 3 of a kind. Yay! That's an extra multiplier for that. This has been a good last buy round. Okay, now we've still got money left, so we're going to do a reroll. Now, I haven't done one of these so far. You could if you had lots of money, but we were kind of tight. We didn't get any money cards along the way. Oh, wow. Get a Venus. Level up 3 of a kind again. Okay, Randy is just smiling upon us today. Again, $4 at the end of the round. Yeah, no, none of that is useful to us at all. And doing a reroll won't do anything, but yeah, let's just have a look. Enhance one selected card to a wild card. Level up a pair. Yeah, we can't afford any of this stuff. Ooh, and I think this guy's got to go over here. Oh, one thing about this compatibility. It's incompatible with hold 2 cards in your hand. This duplicate joker. So it doesn't work for that. It's compatible with this one on the right. When blind is chosen, gain 3 hands and lose all your discards. However, it doesn't actually do anything. Only one of these really applies. Let me show you. Let's see it next. Final round. 50 grand. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, all cards are debuffed until 1 joker is sold. So we have to sell 1 joker. The simplest thing to do with that is this guy here. When blind is chosen, gain 3 hands and lose all discards. Oh wait, does that actually work? Does putting him there actually copy that? 1 second. Oh wow. Oh wow, I just went back and looked at the footage. No, that actually does duplicate that. Oh, that is... I should have been using this ages ago. That means at the start of the round, you place the card there, and then we can move it afterwards. And now, it's going to duplicate this. That is huge! If I had known that beforehand, we could have been getting an extra $3 every single round. Oh, that is massive. Okay, I got to remember that. Actually, no, I can't play this game anymore. It's too... It sucks me in too easy. Okay, adds the number of times the poker has been played to the multiplier. Right now, we have 28 3 of a kinds that have been played, meaning this gives a 28 multiplier. This, however, gives a 2.4 multiplier to the entire everything. So I'm pretty sure that this is better with that. Oh, and on the final boss, you basically have to destroy a joker or sell a joker. Otherwise, all the cards are debuffed and useless. I mean, you could still go like this and get points out of it, but they want you to sell a joker. So when blind is chosen, gain 3 hands and lose all discards. Well, that's already passed, so that no longer applies. Bye-bye. Ah, right then. Let's go a little bit nuts, shall we? You. 3 aces immediately. Oh, look, there's the 9s. God damn it. In every freaking round, those 9s just keep showing up. Get rid of the 3. That gives us 2 5s, 2 8s, and a lucky 10. Yep, let's play it. Multiplier, 2.4, 2.4. Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed something. That 2.4 multiplier seems to apply to this, but not to the... I need to slow the game down. 1 second. We'll just slow the game speed down to 0.5, just so we can get a better look next round of when that goes through. Do we have trips? No, we do not have any trips at all. And there's another 9. Yep, those are some magical, mystical 9s. Oh, and there's a 7, one of our other unlucky cards. So let's get rid of the pair. We'll play this, and I want to see how this multiplier stuff works out. Okay, so it's 40 by 4. Then it gets 40, yeah, plus 5 for being a pair. Plus 2.4 multiplier. Plus 2.4 multiplier. Plus, yeah, then that applies. Okay. I'm thinking this is better off over here then. You see, the problem we face with the... Actually, we'll find out in a second. This has 15. This gives a plus 15 multiplier. Then it would get a multiplied by 2.4 by this, which is not enough. Actually, wait a minute. I think I'm doing this wrong. I'm just looking this up here, right? If we get 3 of a kind up like that, we get a plus 15 multiplier. Then what will happen is this will apply by 2.4 to that. And then this will apply a 2.4 to that as well. So it should stack on top of stacking, whereas this thing will only apply a flat 29 at the end. So if we put it over here, let's say, this will add a plus 60 to the end of the round. But if we put it over here, this is going to double it and then double it again. So yeah, this is way better. Let's get rid of the 2 and the 3. Keep that steel in hand. Oh, and these multipliers are going to stack on top of it. This is going to be weird. Let's play this in nice and slow motion. So that just applies plus 10 chips, but this applies plus 10 chips and a multiplier. Yeah, and this applies plus 10 chips and a multiplier on top of that. This here is going to add... Oh, sorry. Oh, plus 5 multiplier. This applies a 2.4 multiplier, another 2.4 multiplier, and then a plus, whatever, 30 on top of that. That's 180 by 180. Yeah, I think we're done. And, yep. And that was Balatro, Balato, whatever it's called. Yeah. I think we covered most of the mechanics of the game. There's other ways you can play it. Like, I've won this doing a high card approach. There's all sorts of weird and wonderful tricks you can do. Yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick video on it. I don't think this is going to be a long-running series. I think this is just more... It got stuck in my brain and I thought I'd just share it with you, unfortunately. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed and good luck.